Megyn Kelly had the NRA's Wayne LaPierre on to talk about magazine limitations on number of bullets in one magazine, and she makes a pretty damn good point.
Well, I think the problem with what Connecticut did, Megan, is the criminals, the drug dealers, the people that are going to do horror and terror, they aren't going to cooperate.
And you hear the parents and the spouses of those killed, there were 20 children and 6 adults killed, say 11 children had the chance to escape as that guy reloaded. And the father, or the one man saying there, if he had had to reload 5 times instead of 1 time, how many more lives would have been saved?
Well, my response is that the criminals aren't going to have less. 1 round in the hand of someone that's going to do horror is too many.
But how do you know, Wayne? Because Adam Lanza, let me just jump in, I'll give you the floor, I promise. But Adam Lanza, you know, his mother was a legal gun owner. And how do you know that this person, that his mother would not have obeyed the law and limited the magazine clip, and then Adam Lanza would have been limited to 10 rounds instead of 30?
Megan, people that know guns, you can change magazine clips in a second. There's no evidence that anything would have changed.
That was a devastating progressive point by Megyn Kelly. That point was so good. I had, in all the arguments I've made against gun control, I hadn't thought of it, to be honest with you. And I've made a lot of arguments on that. And you could tell in his reaction, oh, that's a good one.
Wait, this is Fox News, I thought.
Right. And she, you know, really tremendous credit to her. I know she's conservative in other ways, et cetera, right? But that you can't get beyond that point. He got the guns from his mom. His mom was definitely a law-abiding gun owner. She would not have, it appears, would not have illegally bought.
No, we don't know, but
it would be very hard to believe,
look,
right?
Most Americans follow the law, and his argument too is that, well, there's always ways to change. So let's not have any laws.
Yeah. No.
Because criminals might break them. So let's not have any.
Well, that's a good progressive point that I think that John has made in the past. Well, if you say criminals never listen to the law, all right, well then let's get rid of all the laws, including rape and murder. They don't listen to it anyway.
Right.
So let's just murder's legal now.
The point I want to make on this is, and I've talked about this before, like people like Wayne LaPierre are so consumed by fear, but they're not afraid of the real world. They're afraid of a fantasy world version of it, where around every corner there are bandits and things like that you have to protect yourself from. But what I have a problem with is it's not just that the legal gun owners will follow the law. Not every criminal is a criminal mastermind who is going to have a workshop where he's going to modify his magazines and make them bigger, and he's going to find guns no matter what. Many criminals are not very resourceful, not very intelligent. They will break the law with the resources that are kind of around them already.
Many criminals, 98% of criminals.
Yeah.
Are not masterminds at all.
And by the way, you say, well, the criminals will get them anyway, but right now they get them through the gun show loophole where they don't have to do a background check at all. So what you're doing is you're literally making it easier for criminals to get guns. And you know that, but Wayne LaPierre isn't stupid. He knows all that. He wants them to have more guns. He wants them to have more bullets because that way you sell more guns. Yeah. And he represents the gun manufacturers who profit off that.
It's not just the tangible benefits of limiting the magazine. It's the of course we should limit it. What are we, clowns? Like, we don't need something that shoots 30 times at a time. You don't need it. That's it. There's an obvious thing. All that thing does is kill people. It's a civilized world doesn't sell that at all.
Yeah. And he knows he's wrong about it and had a terrible counter to Megyn Kelly because in so many of these mass shootings, the killer is tackled while reloading.
Yeah, right.
That's just, and it's not a second to change a magazine when your adrenaline's pumping and people are running at you and stuff like that. It takes longer. That was a super weak sauce answer. And also, by the way, if you watch that again, he said even 1 bullet in the hand of if an evildoer is a bad thing. Well, yeah, then let's make it very hard to get that 1 or the gun to fire that 1 bullet.
Let's just give him 1 bullet.
Okay. And by the way, to all of your points, he fired 155 shots in an incredibly small period of time. Yeah. So, yeah, even 1 bullet would have done damage, but you know what? 155 did a hell of a lot more damage. Yeah.